Hello. Hi, Dylan. Hi, Jim. Jimmy Barboza. This is Space Cadet Rewind, and we are going to continue to boldly go where people went in 1993. I think that's when this game came out. The Star Trek game. With a very long name. Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, Starship Bridge Simulator. Let's say King James, yeah, Shuttle King James, en route to Earth. So that's where the Starfleet Academy is. Alright. An Excelsior prototype is going to 4 systems to get confirmation signals. Your job is to stop it. It is going to the Galway, Manitoba, Honshu, and Kumasi systems. You have a limited amount of time to defeat it. How much time, sir? Enough time for a capable starship, Captain. Sir, I thought the Excelsior was supposed to be too tough for a Constitution-class ship. The Excelsior is equipped with increased firepower and sensory ability. If you can beat it, you'll have serious bragging rights. No problem, sir. Unless the commander of the Excelsior is not doing his job correctly, you are mistaken. Alright, so... which 4 systems? Galway, Manitoba, Honshu, and Kumasi. This, we don't need to like find it everywhere. We probably just need to patrol the systems and find it once. So let's see. Orders. We are to find the Excelsior and destroy it before it can reach all 4 checkpoints. Oh, no, we don't want to hail this guy. Continue our mission. Status report. Perhaps you should re-examine your current orders, sir. Alright. Yep, nothing on sensors. Oh, right. Yep, we gotta check the computer every mission. Alright, Galway, Federation colony, used mainly as a science station to keep watch over an indigenous evolving species. Hello, yes, live long and prosper. Federation planet, or yeah, Honshu, Federation planet used as a stopping point for supplies. Kumasi, Federation outpost with deep mining operations. Manitoba. Demeter, a protostar near the Romulan neutral zone. It is currently under investigation by Starfleet for strange space-time rifts that have been detected. And there's like protostar, a star that has not fully formed into a full sun. It generally produces very high amounts of radiation and gravity wells. Alright. Well, Kumasi's closest. Manitoba, Galway. Bring Kumasi system. The sensor sweep. Sensors indicate that the Excelsior was here very recently, but she is not here now. Sir, perhaps we should do a sensor sweep. I mean, we just did. No response. Alright, well, we're out of here. Go to Manitoba. Entering Manitoba system. Yep, let's do a sensor sweep. Yep, Excelsior was here very recently, but she is not here now. Planet reports that the Excelsior was here, but that it left shortly before we arrived. Alright. I never knew my voice was soothing. Alright, let's do another sensor sweep. Wow, was here recently. You don't say. Planet reports that the Excelsior was here, but that it left shortly before we arrived. I'm picking up signs that indicate that the Excelsior warped in, but never warped out. Alright. Like it's here. I have the Excelsior, sir. We're not hard to find. Come and play, Captain. Alright. Stay on yellow just in case we're near something that'll complain. Oh, never mind. Straight to red alert. Oh, and tactical. There they are. What happened? Okay, there they are. Just sort of disappeared for a second there. Do they have a cloaking device, or are they just like entering the camera's near clip plane? Kind of in a bad way here, but... Oh, did they get us? I think they got us. In the course of your mission, your ship was lost. That is an automatic failing grade. 0. Flunk. Summer school. 5th year. One-way bus ticket to Mercury. The simulation is over. You are dismissed. Alright, well, let's try that again. Like a Deep Space Nine simulator. I'm surprised they never did that. You know, not unlike, you know, those like Jurassic Park simulators that they make. Alright, so what if we just go straight to Galway? I think it's gonna be there. Nope. Yeah, I gotta get someone else to do voices for me. Not good enough at differentiated them. Not here now. But I guess it's just always on the last one you check. Interactive experience. Yep. Left shortly before we arrived. Can't believe it. It would be fun to get an ensemble, but that would be hard to set up. Alright, never worked out. No response. Alright, they're just gonna attack us. I don't really know what it like constitutes strategy in this game. Guess I could speed up and try and stay behind them. But it seems like the AI in this game can move and turn way faster than you can. But maybe not. No, they got us. Alright, we gotta like actually figure out the combat, it seems. This makes me think of how, you know, a lot of video essays, you'll hear whenever they do a quotation, they'll get another YouTuber to do it for them, and I'd always think about, like, how did they meet each other? How do they know each other? Is there a secret YouTuber Discord that I don't know about? I bet there is. Did I raise my shields? I did. You can't be in red alert without raising your shields. They just got through my shields because their ship is better than mine. That's the thing. So we really have to like actually figure out the combat because you know, we actually do need to make up the difference between our ship and theirs somehow. Something tells me this would have been easier on the SNES version. That's so sweet. Yep, they're here. Come and play, Captain. So they only do that if you do it here, like in this system. Otherwise, they just silently attack you. Yeah, I think that's the trick, is like, you gotta not, like if you just keep going fast, then they won't be able to just, you know, do those like standoffs where they just, you're just, facing each other, which is really bad, you know, when you're outstatted. That. You don't want that to happen. I think they keep ramming us. Seems like shields don't, like, actually recharge. Forgot to turn on tactical. I mean, I think we're screwed here. Yep. Yep. There we go. Like, we can't even get through their shields. Kind of crazy that on our like second, is it our like a second or third mission in this ship, we have to take on a much better one. All right. That is the Excelsior. Not here now. Yep. Did it to Riker that one time. Can I lure it to that protostar near the neutral zone with the space-time disturbance? I think that's here in the Galway system. Yeah, okay, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what we gotta do. Let's see. Or no, wait, it's in Manitoba. Maybe that's what we gotta do. Play, Captain. There they are. So, I mean, we could try taking them there. Or, you know, see if they chase us. Not been in this sector for quite some time. The only thing on sensors is like this planet, I think. Oops. Yeah, I don't think that's it. For whatever reason. I've not been in this sector for quite some time. I wonder if they're just gone now. We are supposed to, like, race. Yeah, I think we should let them get away. Does damage repair itself over time? Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah, not been there for quite some time. Yeah, because there's like in engineering, what you like set priority for what gets repaired. You check engineering. Fair priority. And yeah, whatever is, I guess, I don't know if there's like nothing prioritized by default because, I think it said, you know, whatever is you're not actually like setting an order, it's just whatever's prioritized gets repaired much faster. So maybe that's something we could do. Yeah, I think we failed. We attack the ship, then jump away to another system to repair. Well, so I mean, it seems like what happens when you jump away is they get away and that's it. Alright, what do they have to say about that? You failed to stop the Excelsior in the time allotted. That's an automatic failing grade. Please try to do better. Alright. You work so hard and you get a 0. Got a pension to think about, you know. Right. So, let's see. So limited time to defeat it. Huh. Alright, yeah. I mean, what I could do is arrange things so that the last place I go is Manitoba. Not here now. Because it's always in the last one of the 4 that you check. Here now. I hail them. I can hail them, but then they just say, hey, we're not hard to find. Let's fight. Not here now. I think they really do expect you to just fight. Fight it out. And play, Captain. Whoops. Phaser. Okay, yeah, so phasers are prioritized by default. Let's prioritize shields. I think we're doing a little better. They got like red shields. Alright. I mean, we're out of shields, but we're damaging them too. Aha, got him. Alright, turn to condition green, or they're gonna bitch at us. Response. We did it. Well, yeah, they just expected us to clutch it out. Yeah, I wonder if maybe just crashing into them like damages us, but not them because they're bigger than us, or you know, the game is just like that. It's just unfair. Alright. You stopped the Excelsior with a Constitution-class starship. Well done, cadets! You received a perfect 100. Nothing is more gratifying to a teacher than an excellent student. I like how you can basically get, like, you either get 100 or 0 based on whether you defeat. Like, you don't even get partial marks for, like, almost destroying this superior craft. I guess you could get 95 if you forget to turn off red alert. Simulation is over. You are dismissed. Alright. Starfleet is not solely a military organization. It combines defense with exploration, science, and diplomacy. If things go badly, you may be forced into a war, but never consider yourself to be only a soldier. Does the enemy have subsystems you could damage? I don't think so. I don't think this game, like, you know, simulates that much. It would be impossible to tell if they were. You can't really, like, scan them. Here, Captain Kirk has been assigned to judge one of your simulations. Really? Have a nice day. Hey, we're gonna get Kirk. So, you think we're ever going to serve on an Excelsior? Let's graduate first. The Excelsior is overrated. How would you know? Give me a proven design over a prototype any day. Everyone is talking about the Excelsior. It's the future of Starfleet. It's a tool. The worth of those who manipulate the tool is the future. Captain Kirk will be coming to the Academy. You know him? I met him once, en route to the Babel conference. My father was an Andorian ambassador. There was a disturbance. So, what do you think of the Excelsior? It's impressive. Impressive? It's the most state-of-the-art ship ever built. The state-of-the-art is in the people, not the tools. Right. Right, that's the computer. Yeah, tactical gave you a readout of enemy shields and system damage, same as yours. Yeah, there is like a tactical thing, but all it shows you is like shields and ship HP. There's no systems for the enemy. This is a routine mission. You will go directly to the Demeter protostar and monitor unusual space-time rifts. Do not get too close to the protostar. Protostar is producing space-time rifts? It is very unusual, and that is why we are sending you. Isn't Demeter near Romulan space? Yes, but we have no evidence of Romulan activity. How close is too close? Your science officer will inform you. Alright. Orders. Oh, yeah, our last mission was not anything but combat. I mean, sometimes you gotta fight, but it's not all fighting. We are ordered to investigate a protostar in the Demeter system. It is apparently causing space-time rifts. Perhaps you should re-examine your current orders, sir. Sensors show nothing unusual, Captain. Alright, there's the neutral zone. Oh, right, computer. I forgot. It's okay, we can check now, because I think this pauses. Alright, there's been a distortion from the protostar. Readings are off the scale. The distortion has revealed a cloaked Romulan Phoenix-class ship in this sector. A message from the Phoenix that claims to be off course. We have passed through a dimensional rift. There is also a Romulan Phoenix, a Tholian, and a Gorn cruiser in the immediate vicinity. Message incoming, audio only. We are the Zai. We have brought you here to examine which of your species is the strongest. Okay. Your warships will fight. The last warship intact will be returned to your place of origin. Let the battle begin. We are not a warship. You have broken off communication, sir. Alright, well, I have found the Zai. They are in a containment field of great strength. Only a Romulan plasma torpedo might destroy it. Alright, so obviously the bad way to do this would be to fight them. This cannot be resolved with violence. I guess plasma torpedoes are better than proton torpedoes. Alright, we'll go to yellow alert at least. Right, the computer. Demeter, protostar near the Romulan neutral zone. It is currently under investigation by Starfleet for strange space-time rifts that have been detected. Alright, yeah. And then we already know about protostars. Only the Romulan captain is responding, Captain. What is your desire of us? What? We know how to beat the Zai. No one enslaves a Romulan. We will help you. Transmitting Zai coordinates. I don't know which one is like the Zai. Oh god, my eyes. I think that's those are the Romulans fighting there. I think. Hopefully those are the Zai and not the Gorn. I don't know what a Gorn ship looks like. But I'm just gonna shoot them. Don't recognize that ship. No, we are vulnerable. We must send them back before something's happening. Okay, well, I guess that was it. You were in an extremely dangerous situation, yet you found a viable solution. I'm impressed. You received a perfect 100. Nothing is more gratifying to a teacher than an excellent student. The simulation is over. You are dismissed. So yeah, something I noticed with this game is like, you know, it wants to do, you know, non-combat mechanics, you know, non-combat ways to victory, but like none of them are developed enough to really sort of be particularly interesting, which is a shame. I mean, it's cool that they're exploring this stuff, but like, it's very shallow, like everything other than the combat. I mean, even the combat, but I mean, at least there's like something going on there. When you are fighting many opponents, you should keep moving. Make high-speed passes, concentrating on one ship at a time. The worst thing you could do is slowly follow an enemy ship while 2 or 3 of its companions get you in their sights. Do you know what that Vulcan of yours did? He compared my scented ginger water to... Don't be offended. Sturek has a gift for understatement. Yeah, apparently, yeah, they said, like, yeah, this can't be solved with violence. It's like, no, we are going to solve it with violence, just, targeted violence. These simulations are wearing me out. I'm tired. We're not getting a break soon. Maybe if you got to bed a little earlier, you wouldn't be tired. I look for sympathy, and what do I get? I think it's called the truth. What's on your mind? I'm curious. You mentioned that you'd met Romulans. Have you ever met Tholians? The only time I've met non-Orions was here at the Academy, or when I lived on my father's merchant ship. I don't want to talk about that time of my life. I seem to have upset our host, Mr. Jones. How? I compared the taste of his latest beverage to something that engendered a strong emotional response. It's not much longer now before we graduate. It'll be a relief. It's going to be strange to not have to attend classes. Of course, we Andorians regard the universe as a classroom. Alright. So, are you looking forward to the big day? Sure. When are you getting married? Married? It's only a joke, Robin. Whoops. Keep looking at the computer. I didn't realize we were this close to the end of the game. I mean, maybe we're not. Maybe it's just sort of, Actually, where's Kirk? Didn't they say Kirk was going to be here? Attention, please, cadets. The next series of 6 simulator missions will focus on what-if war scenarios. Alright, so yeah, we got at least 6 more missions. You will encounter Klingons, Gorn, and Tholians in simulated war conditions. Each of these missions is, of course, fictional. Just remember that unfortunate situations like these could happen, and Starfleet must be prepared to deal with them. Now to the first mission. I have bad news. The Federation Klingon peace talks have broken down, and the Klingon Empire has declared war on the Federation. We want you to go to the 3 stars. We want you to go to 3 star systems: the Kapok, the Mudok, and the Vrung systems, and scan them for a supply depot. When you have found it, return to Starbase. How many enemies can we expect to encounter? The Klingon fleet is moving into the area. We don't know what to expect. I thought the Organians wouldn't permit war between the Federation and the Klingons. I'd like to think they'll stop it before it gets out of hand, but we can't use the Organians to fight our battles. Can we destroy the depot? That's a job for a Starfleet task force. The answer is no. Alright, so, I mean, they didn't even say anything about, like, actually fighting the Klingons. Like, did we just not? Current orders, we must enter Klingon space and find the hidden supply depot. Intelligence reports that it is probably in either Kapok, Mudok, or Vrung. We must scan each system. Alright, let's check the computer. Kapok, a Klingon colony. That's it. Mudok, a Klingon colony noted for its brave warriors. Vrung, an uninhabited sector in Klingon space. Supply Depot, a small, heavily armed starbase capable of supporting 12 Klingon heavy cruisers. Why aren't they talking about the Borg? Because we haven't seen the Borg yet. That's not till like well into Next Generation times, and this is like before that. This is like in the movie, like in the, you know, original series movies, it's like time period. Yeah, there are also a la carte missions in the simulator. Yeah, we sort of tried a few of those when I first tried this game and got wrecked. So maybe our time in school will help us prepare us for that. All right, we gotta cross the neutral zone. So let's go to Vrung first. 'Cause that's uninhabited. Alright, we got Klingons all around us. Right, go on. We have found the supply depot, Captain. Alright, so what if we just leave? You found the supply depot. Your mission was a success. Good job. Received a perfect 100. Nothing is more gratifying to a teacher than an excellent student. The simulation is over. You are dismissed. Like, I mean, those were my orders. I just followed them. They never told me I had to fight anyone, and like, they didn't, I mean, if they wanted me to force me to fight them, they would have had to have, you know, done some kind of thing where, like, they're jamming our, you know, warp speed. We can't go. Alright. Although the Federation is not at war with any of its neighbors, it is always wise to consider the possibility. Not only does it prepare us for an unpleasant situation, but it also helps us to understand them better. Have you ever seen the inside of a black hole? What are you talking about? It's trying to get you to think about something other than these scenarios. You look exhausted. Go get some sleep. That was an interesting mission. I wonder how we'd do against a real Klingon. I don't want to find out. You know, real Klingons. I'll bet this mission was easy compared to our next ones. They always get tougher. A fascinating scenario, Captain. Was it really fascinating, Sturek? Was it really? I hope we do well in the upcoming scenarios. So do I. Unfortunately, they will just get harder. I'm afraid that you are right. I'm really not in the mood for conversation, sir. Stop being such a baby. And everyone's bullying Robin there. Alright. That one cadet exhausted. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they're just not getting enough sleep. I mean, I guess you could fight the Klingons if you really wanted to. We have been given a break in the war with the Gorns. We have the location of 4 Gorn shipyards. If we destroy these shipyards, we may deal the Gorns a fatal blow. 7 starships are advancing on Gorn space to draw out their fleet. If everything goes well, the shipyards will not be guarded, and you will be free to destroy them. If everything doesn't go well, get home fast. The systems to target are the Talgut, Bygoth, Rog, and Garrig systems. Do not enter any sectors where Federation ships are engaging the Gorn. Complete your objectives and return to Starbase 14 immediately. Are the shipyards themselves armed in any way? Intelligence reports that the shipyards are unarmed. How long will our fleet engage the enemy? Just long enough for you to complete your mission, so time is of the essence. Alright. So, let's check the computer. Talgot, an uninhabited system in the Gorn Empire, used as a shipyard for the Gorn Space Fleet. An uninhabited system in the Gorn Empire, used as a shipyard for the Gorn Space Fleet. Grog, an uninhabited system in the Gorn Empire, used as a shipyard for the Gorn Space Fleet. Alright, they're all the same. So what are our orders? Our orders are to go to the Talgot, Bygoth, Rog, and Garg systems and destroy the Gorn shipyards there. They probably have like Gorn ships defending them, right? Let's immediately go to yellow alert. Sensors show nothing unusual, Captain. War often requires difficult decisions. Must be made on one's own. This is one of those times. Alright. Captain, we are being hailed. Technician Mokjan, we are not warriors. Do not fire on us. We either take prisoners. We just say, sorry, you're dead. Or we tell them they can abandon ship. I guess we'll take prisoners and see what happens. We cannot comply with surrender. We have cut off communications. Well, are those just Gorn ships, or are they, shipyards? I think maybe those are the shipyards. I don't know. I don't know what the shipyards look like. I'm just gonna shoot them. Sorry guys, but I don't know what a Gorn shipyard is to know, or or okay, I guess that was the shipyard. I don't know which was which. Shipyard destroyed. I mean, they look the same, so they were probably, I don't know. Whatever, let's go. What does long range radar do? So, I mean, they're all basically just different ranges for the radar. So it just, shows things from further out. The reason why you would want shorter range radar is because, with the long range radar with something really close to you, it just looks like it's like right on top of you, so you can't tell where it is. Alright. That just showed nothing unusual, Captain. Oops. Whoa. Okay, that one just exploded. Captain, the crew of the Gorn vessel apparently attempted to bring the ship online. The ship was not yet ready for that, and so it exploded. In response... Apparently this game has different endings depending on how well you do. We're like straight A students so far, so presumably we would get the best ending. Alright, let's keep doing our sweep. Like, we're immediately being shot. During guard shipyards, Captain. Response. Nothing unusual. Sensors indicate that a gourd ship is fully functional, Captain. Maybe we should have let them abandon ship. We will get reduced marks because of that. Because we, you know, try to take them prisoner instead of, you know, instead of giving them the opportunity to escape. But I don't know, we're in a war. We can't just let them go. So let's wait until they say, shipyard destroyed, Captain. So I don't remember if he said that for the Bygos system. Nothing there. Well, hopefully I didn't take too long now. No response. They are destroyed. Alright, well, we did it. They don't school you on laws of war and rules of engagement. Yeah, they sure don't. You were successful in destroying all 4 shipyards. Job well done. At Talgat, you had a chance to save civilians and you failed. The Federation does not abandon their principles just because war makes them inconvenient. You received a 70. You passed, but next time, try a little harder. Simulation is over. You are dismissed. Congratulations, you have been promoted to the senior class. Alright, well, what do you think we should... I mean, whatever, I'll be happy with a 70. Like, look at our cumulative GPA 97, like, that's fine. I'll take a C. Unless you are required to sacrifice yourself to achieve a larger goal, don't try to be a hero. Starfleet needs living officers more than anything else. How are you doing, Cadet? Everything going okay? I am a little tired, Jones. These simulations can knock you for a loop. Just wait until you try the real thing. I have a feeling that we are not going to be shooting empty ships on our next mission. Just a feeling. Perhaps I would do better with a different captain. Perhaps you would do better with a more positive attitude. Perhaps you were right, but I doubt it. I must confess, I am disconcerted by military scenarios. Violence is repulsive to me, and mass violence is more repulsive than individual violence. Humans identify more easily with violence on an individual level. Our species has often struck me as very self-centered. But yeah, I guess we should have just given them the opportunity to abandon ship. But like, I don't know. There's not really any hints for that. You just kind of have to guess or know something about the Gorn that I don't. I thought they were supposed to be a peaceful race. I don't know why we're at war with them, because I thought they said they were like an advanced and peaceful race that we were not at war with in that episode with the Gorn. There, you know, Kirk was just being forced to fight one by some crazy godlike alien race or something. What are you thinking about? Life, the universe, and everything. Sounds interesting. Let me know what you come up with. Sir, are you satisfied with my performance? I didn't wreck anything, did I? Relax, Robin. I am not the one who's grading you. Want to retry? Nah. I'm happy with my 97 GPA. Whoops. Keep using the computer. The Gorn attacks on the Federation are getting more desperate. They did not expect to find Starfleet as ready to fight as it was. Starfleet intelligence tells us that the Gorn are planning an attack against the Federation planet. What kind of attack? That's what you're going to find out. You will meet with a Federation Constellation class cruiser in the Korab system. That ship belongs to Starfleet intelligence and will know more of the attack. Once you learn the plan of attack, you are to return to Federation space and take appropriate action to stop the attack. This mission is classified. No one outside of Starfleet Command and the people in this room is to know about it. I'm afraid no questions will be permitted on this mission. So... we'll meet with a Federation Constellation class cruiser in the Korab system. Alright. Well, check the computer. Holly 2. An inhabited Federation planet along the Gorn border. Holly 2 has been under constant threat from the Gorn Empire. Templar 4. An inhabited Federation planet along the Gorn border. It has been attacked by Gorn several times in the past few weeks. Korab, an uninhabited system in Gorn space. Herman's World. An inhabited Federation planet along the Gorn border. It has an important military base deep inside the planet. Visit the Federation's headquarters when dealing with the Gorn. Alright. Go to Korab and meet with Starfleet intelligence, then return to Federation space and stop the attack on the Federation planet. Alright. What's the situation here? Let's just show nothing unusual, Captain. I don't know. See, I guess it's just an ordinary battle. Could be jammed, Captain. Romulan? Or no? Yeah, that is the Gorn ship. I guess Gorn and Romulans are the same color. Alright. Alright, Captain Reynolds. The Gorn are planning to use biological weapons on Sherman's planet. Alright. Well, we better put a stop to that. Captain, with the information we have received, I narrowed down the search parameters and discovered a foreign object on sensors. Alright, this thing. Can I just shoot it? If I... Alright. Alright, well now what? Captain, the weapon has been destroyed. You know, we haven't, like, had to tow anything in a long time, you know? So what they could have done is made it so, like, oh, you have to drag it away, or, like, destroying it would, I don't know, pollute the system or something, I guess. But they didn't. So, I guess we're done. Yeah, could have tractored it aboard, but like, I don't know where I would take it. Maybe they're gonna admonish me for not saying like, oh, you could have studied it. Let's see what they have to say. Congratulations, you accomplished your mission objective and protected the lives of Federation citizens. You received a perfect 100. Nothing is more gratifying to a teacher than an excellent student. The simulation is over. You are dismissed. So yeah, they didn't care. Remember, a commanding officer has a lot of independence. Don't always rely on your superiors. You are the voice of Starfleet in the field. Never forget that. Care to try one of my Genevian surprises? I thought people at the Academy weren't allowed to experiment on humans. So, you ready for the next fight with the Gorns? You don't have to be so enthusiastic. Wonder what's going on with these Gorn. We'll eventually find out. It's always better to know sooner than later. It would serve our interests to train us to be better diplomats, not soldiers. I'm not sure I agree. One must always prepare for war against an aggressive race like the Gorn. Long ago, Vulcans found that preparing for war makes it easier to accept. Every time I mention these missions to my instructors, they give me the most annoying grin. I get the feeling that these scenarios are sort of a Starfleet initiation. I wish we could go back to stopping radioactive objects. At least they didn't shoot back. No, they just made us glow in the dark. Can I bang the green chick in this game? No, I don't think so. Maybe in one of the endings, we'll see. See what happens. We are winning in the war against the Tholians, but we expect them to counterattack soon. You will leave Starbase 10 to patrol 3 Federation worlds: Lachion, Castor, and Omega Corvus. You receive a signal from each world to confirm your arrival. Proceed to the next one. Sir, what's the current state of Tholian activity? We've been handing them some heavy defeats. However, the main Federation and Tholian fleets have yet to face each other. What if we go off course and visit the Tholians? Do it without authorization and you'll be court-martialed. Protecting Federation space comes first. We encounter Tholians. Should we give chase? Use your own judgment, but don't allow yourself to be drawn into a wild goose chase while our worlds are unprotected. I think that means no. I'll speak to you later, Mr. Colland. Now get to your patrol. Or if we get to do the no-win scenario, we'll see if this game is, if they understood their assignment. I guess that'll be when Kirk comes in, and that'll be the final mission. Alright, what are our orders? Patrol Lachion, Castor, and Omega. 3 colonies near the Tholian/Federation border. Alright, so computer. Lachion, an inhabited Federation world near the Tholian Federation border. It is a Class M planet that supplies agricultural crops to the Federation. Castor, an inhabited Federation world near the Tholian Federation border. It is a Class M planet that was colonized by Andorian adventure seekers. Freitas, an uninhabited system in Tholian space. Megacorvus, an inhabited Federation world near the Tholian Federation border. It has a population of 3,000 colonists from Orion. Alright. We should proceed to our next stop, Captain. What year did this come out? I think it was 93. Don't take that as gospel, though. Probably just check it on Wikipedia or something, or Moby Games. But, although this was, the 32X port of a Super Nintendo game, so, I mean, that might have come out in 92. I'm not sure. But, alright, so wait, what are our orders again? Lachion, Castor, and Omega. Sensors show nothing unusual, Captain. Alright. Lachion reports no Tholian activity. So, I don't know if we need to, get close to them. Or if it's doing... Lachion confirms our arrival. There we go. Nothing unusual. No Tholian activity. Alright, so we go to the next place. Omega Corvus. So Starflight is a lot like this. Omega reports no Tholian activity. Sensors show nothing unusual, Captain. Captain, coded message from Starfleet Command. Captain, your orders are being modified. A special probe is being delivered to you as we speak. During the course of your patrol, you will proceed to the Freitas sector of Tholian space. Look for a listening post. When you find it and get close enough, you will launch the probe. Alright. Once you have completed your patrol and launched the probe, return to Starbase. Starfleet out. Alright. Or do we need to do we need to wait for the probe to get to us, or do we have it? Nothing else is here. Maybe we just have the probe? I'm not sure. Let's go to Castor first. Let's just, you know, make sure the planet's, Oh, there's something here. Nothing unusual. You sure about that? The planet reports reduced Tholian activity since Starfleet increased its patrols. You're being hailed. Audio only. This is Captain Mason of the USS Fox. We noticed Venturi renegades heading to Sector 1522. Check it out if you get a chance. Huh. Alright, well we got like side missions. I guess we'll do them. Of course that could be a trap. Go to 1522 because I'm not going to remember that. Federation space. I did play a bit of Star Control 2. Tholians and Venturi. That's a cozy alliance. It's almost a shame to break it up. They're moving to attack us, Captain. No response, sir. Alright, nothing unusual. Did they like damage our torpedoes? They're not coming back. Still got phasers. Yeah, they got our photon torpedoes, so let's get the boys on that. Okay, there we go, it's fixed. Alright. Hello alert. Let's go to Praetus and get that probe, or release that probe, assuming that we have it. I don't know. Entering Praetus sector, sir. 2 Tholian ships approaching. Nothing unusual. No response. Alright, well. Alright. A lot of combat in these later missions. So I'm assuming we just have the probe. Kind of, that message was a little vague. Permission to launch Starfleet probe. Fire. Probe launch, sir. Alright. Answer code, nothing unusual, Captain. Alright, guess we're done. Wait, for leave, let's go to condition green. You know, you gotta go do that before you leave the hostile sector. Ace of the day for killing 5 ships in a single mission. Well, it would be if this wasn't a simulation. Alright. You launched the probe at the listening post. Congratulations. You received a perfect 100. Nothing is more gratifying to a teacher than an excellent student. The simulation is over. You are dismissed. Alright. The key to a good starship is teamwork. A captain who tries to control his ship too much usually ends up destroying morale. Your senior officers will be near the top of their field. Give them enough freedom to do their jobs the way they feel it should be done. You look tired. Just taking the Kobayashi Maru scenario? The what scenario? Never mind me, just something to look forward to. So yeah, it's coming. You knew it had to be coming. Bridge Commander was the last one of this type. Well, didn't they make some like VR Star Trek games that are sort of like this? You know, like long after Bridge Commander. So we survived another simulation. Barely. Just barely. I don't know. I feel like we did that pretty handily. Well, there's always tomorrow. I'm not in the mood for company, human. You use me for trying to be a friend. My mother's culture rejects easily made friendships. Good for her. Maybe one day you'll feel different about it. Whoops. You appear fatigued. You're very observant, Sturek. No phenomena is insignificant to a true scientist. So, are these simulations taking their toll on you? Sure, I can expect to hear the funeral bells tolling any day now. Guess I better start looking for a black dress. These scenarios bother me, sir. How's that? Wars have causes, but this simulated one really doesn't. I feel like a pawn. Alright. Star Trek Friend Simulator. Yeah, well, I think that, like, VR one is, like, a friend thing. Like, you team up with your friends, like, everyone's on a different station on the bridge. I think it was delisted, though. That's the problem. This is not the PC version. This is the Sega 32X version. There is a PC remake of this game, or like reimagining, that came out like several years later. But that's not what this is. They just announced a new game by Bloober Team. What the heck? They've been getting busy lately. Starfleet intelligence has discovered the main Gorn task force advancing towards Federation space. We have destroyed most of the Gorn's weapon caches, but we have discovered freighters secretly shipping weapons to the Gorn. We want you to patrol 4 Federation systems: Throd, Atabis, Tryro, Nautica, and Sacrilege. If you encounter freighters, get close to them and use your sensors to detect weapons. Get to work. We are behind schedule today, so there will be no time for questions. It is kind of like, they're just not giving us questions on all of these last few missions. Alright. So, orders. Trolls Rod, Atavis, Triro, Nautica, and Sacrilege for smuggled weapon shipments to the Gorn. Atavis, an inhabited Federation world near the Gorn Federation border. It is a Class M planet that supplies agricultural crops to the Federation. Why play the 32X version? Because, I think it's better than the Super Nintendo version, and, PC version is just a different game. Like, it's, you know, it's sort of a remake. I mean, it's sort of the same basic concept with the same characters, but it's just a totally different game. So, you know, we'll consider that one separately. Yeah. I was looking for, you know, a shader that worked well, and I found it, but like that shader only works with the on RetroArch. But RetroArch, like they're like the only core that works with 32X games. Pico Drive doesn't emulate its game right for some reason, which is weird because I'm using BizHawk instead with what should be the same emulator, Pico Drive, but it does emulate correctly, so I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, I can't get that shader that I, you know, that looked great and like merged the stippling here into translucency. Can't get it working with BizHawk. So yeah, an inhabited Federation world near the Gorn Federation border. Sacrilege is a Federation colony that specializes in the trade of spices, which must blow. Zrod, a Federation colony along the Gorn Federation border. Alright, so where are we going? Zrod, Atavis, Triro, Nautica, and Sacrilege. That's a bunch of places. Alright. On Fusion, try TV mode. Yeah, well, if we're like locked into BizHawk at this point, unless, I mean, I guess if we have another day, if we don't finish this today, which I suspect we might, then maybe I'll try Tega Fusion. Rod's planetary authorities have no knowledge of contraband smuggling. Sensor showed nothing unusual, Captain. Alright. Alright, so we gotta get like close to the freighters, I think they said. We're being hailed, audio only. Hey, give us some room out here. Walk in here. This is Starfleet. You are ordered to stop for inspection. We're already behind schedule, okay? Just get it over with. We are scanning this freighter now, Captain. Sensors do not detect any contraband material. Bellamy is free to go. Alright, so that's one down. Yep, scanning for rebels and contraband. Let's just warp right through them. Oh, okay, we're being shot at immediately. Captain, a freighter has just warped out of this sector heading for Gorn space. Captain, 2 Gorn cruisers are heading our way. They have raised their shields and armed our weapons. And they got a shot off on us. Road Nautica reports recent Gorn attacks. Alright. Oh, yeah, we're slow. We can't just leave them here, right? The planet's under threat, so we can't just, like, let them go. Okay, that's one of them. Alright. I wonder if it's like time, maybe, you know, stuff doesn't get repaired in real time. Maybe it gets repaired, you know, as time passes when you warp. Anyway, I said they're going to Gorn space. Didn't say which direction. How long did the TIE Fighter video take to make? A very long time. Nothing unusual. This feels like a wild goose chase, but what can you do? I don't remember exactly how long, but you know, however long it was between the previous video and that, working full time, that's about how long. Alright, I'm just gonna do the, you know, the sectors that are adjacent to that planet, and, or, you know, that one. If we don't find it here, then that's it. Yep, just a bit longer than 3 hours. Yeah, I mean, editing isn't even the most time-consuming part for me. It's the writing. Like, editing takes a while, but... Alright. Travis reports freighters have not visited here recently. Yeah, there's nothing here. Pericles. I think I was supposed to haul them a second time. Oh, there's like 3 guys here. 3 things. That should show nothing unusual, Captain. These planetary authorities have recently uncovered weapon smugglers. we're being shot at. Alright, well, so we gotta kill this guy and then check that freighter, which probably has weapons. You know, they were dead in their tracks. Freighter is hailing us, Captain. Come through. Let's talk. Alright, I'm taking contraband to the Gorn, but I was forced into it. I had no choice. Spare me the violins. Tell me about the Gorn. Their fleet is coming, but the Federation has done enough damage to their supply bases that they'll run out of supplies almost as fast as they'll get here. The Gorn will do anything for supplies. They threaten me. Federation prison will provide adequate protection for you. Beam him and his cargo aboard. He is not resisting us, Captain. They are aboard and being escorted to the brig. Alright. So we got the one, but supposedly there's another one that was like going towards Gorn space. I feel like we're supposed to catch that. Take the ship back or kill it? No, I think we're just supposed to leave it. It did say we beamed them, you know, the captain and the contraband aboard. Nothing unusual. Why did I leave an empty smuggler ship for the Gorn to take? Surely the game doesn't actually care about that. I mean, maybe. Let's see. He's still there? No. They're gone. They despawned. We'll see if they ding me for that. Actually, it looked like they might have been there. Because, I mean, technically that's in Federation space. Someone else should be able to grab it. Can we tow this ship? Nothing unusual. Nothing to lock onto, sir. No. I mean, okay, people really want me to blast this thing, I'll do it. Might regret that. But we'll see. Yeah, we have the supplies ourselves, so... You maliciously destroyed another ship without reason. You failed the mission because of your lack of regard for sentient life. Hey, loser. Try harder next time. You got a 0. Well, I was right the first time. Alright. Let's do it again. My, my instincts were correct. Alright, well, let's get this guy who's spacing here. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and bump it up to yellow alert so that when we get shot immediately on going into that one place, we will not be damaged. Yep. Alright. Heading for Gorn space. I guess they're just lost. Or, they get away. Probably. Maybe you can catch them, but you probably don't need that for, like, the pass. Yeah, I think they crashed into us. I think is what happened there, because we lost a bunch of shields and they exploded. Alright, how are we doing? Alright, all we were missing is shields. Huh. The Klingon Academy, things would be very different. Okay, yeah, so it is like you warp and time passes because our shields are repaired. Alright, raiders have not visited here recently. Heracles. Alright, there we go. We're being escorted to the brig. I'm gonna turn off that alert. And we'll just head back, I guess. So I wonder if we'll be dinged for not getting the one that went off to Gorn space. Oh, confirmation. God damn it. You were ordered to patrol 4 systems until you received confirmation signals. You did not receive confirmation from all 4 worlds. Passing is 70. You received a 20. Need I say more? Alright, well... I forgot. I thought I just had to check for the freighters. Alright, let's get those confirmation signals. Whoopsie doodle. Alright, he's free to go. Underwhelming warp effect in this game. Yeah. Alright, Rod confirms our arrival. Maybe when we like confirm arrival, they'll tell us where the freighter went. Come on, you gotta be almost dead. Sometimes it looks like they're like dead in the water. I'm like, oh, are they gonna surrender? But no, I think it just means they're gonna like turn towards you and do a kamikaze attack. Alright, let's actually do this right. Aeronautica confirms our arrival. Nope. We don't get anything. Got the in-game explanation as to why Gorn ships have cloaking devices. I don't think they do. I think they're just like, well, maybe they do. I don't know. Hard to tell sometimes. I think they're just like crashing into us or something, or like going past the near clip plane. Right, freighters have not visited recently. So we'll just go up to them and confirm arrival. I guess I didn't know that was going to be like a, you know, continuing mechanic. Atavis confirms our arrival. Because there are like Romulan ships that cloak, and it's like a specific effect. You can sort of see them. They turn black, basically, but you can just barely make them out. Alright, they're being escorted to the brig. We gotta go to the planet. There it is. Heracles confirms our arrival. Alright. No, hopefully they won't dig me for being at yellow alert next to a starbase. That would be annoying. You found the weapons smugglers. Good job. You received a perfect 100. Nothing is more gratifying to a teacher than an excellent student. The simulation is over. You are dismissed. Alright. The Tholian War series is to simulate a possible war. War is always an unfortunate possibility. If you wear a Starfleet uniform, there is always a chance that one day you will be a soldier. If you are unwilling to face that possibility, you should leave Starfleet Academy now. That, more than military preparation, is what this series is all about. Yeah, well, the contraband is weapons, right? It's like weapons. They're smuggling weapons to the Gorn. So, you know, it's contraband because we don't want the Gorn to have more weapons because we're at war. You've really got to talk it out with that with Elliot. He's not going to graduate for the academy with his attitude. Every time I talk with him, he puts his shields up to the maximum. Keep trying, that's an order, cadet. I didn't realize you outranked me. In the right situation, the host of the Academy Lounge can outrank an admiral. So, the hits just keep coming. I heard you and Ken Elliott got into an argument. Again. That guy was born arguing. Oh, it's you again. Well, were you satisfied with our mission performance? I mean, your mission performance, don't you? You really don't think the rest of us matter, do you? Ken, you're a good officer in spite of your attitude. You'd be an even better one if you'd lost the perpetual grudge. Well, are you ready for war, Captain? The Academy Marathon of the Gorn? Perhaps I referred to your talks with Mr. Elliot. I didn't know Vulcans had a sense of humor. Oh, you startled me. What are you doing, Banda? Thinking about war. I've never thought about being in a real war until these scenarios started. It's always a possibility. If we can't accept it, we shouldn't be here. Hello, sir. We're not in the simulator, Robin. You don't have to call me sir. Sorry, sir. If there's one thing the simulators taught you, is that you should never warn any starbase ever. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, at 0600, the Federation fleet crossed the Tholian border to intercept the main Tholian task force. We think we have a slight advantage, but the outcome is by no means certain. We are worried that small Tholian attack groups will bypass the main battle and attack our colonies, so we want you to patrol Stonrak, Klavak, Delphi, and Diogenes. Approach each planet, and when you receive confirmation of your arrival from the planet, proceed to the next stop. If the worst happens and the Tholians win the battle, you will be our last line of defense. The Tholians are desperate, so be careful. I'm afraid that you are on your own. This is the test of personal leadership abilities. Good luck, cadets. Yeah, there's no more questions after a certain point. Whoops. Alright, orders. Patrol Stonrak, Delphi, Klavak, and Diogenes. 4 colonies near the Tholian Federation border. Intercept and use sensors to inspect any freighter you encounter. Stonrak, an inhabited Federation world near the Tholian Federation border. Klavak, an inhabited Federation world near the Tholian Federation border. It has a population of 5,000 colonists. Delphi, a Federation colony near the Tholian Federation border, a Class M colony specializing in ore mining. Diogenes, a Federation colony near the Tholian Federation border, a Class M colony used as a religious retreat. Alright, so on rack. Tholians. Which ones are the Tholians? Oh, we're being shot at. Tholian ship on intercept course. The shields are raised and disruptors are armed. They're not responding, Captain. Alright. This or show nothing unusual, Captain. Okay, so we need to get close to the world. Delphi says they're glad to see us. Gotta confirm arrival. Tholians are the guys that make the space webs and have cool geometric ships. Do you ever, like, see them? Or are they, like, radio only? Yeah, Delphi confirms our arrival. Entering Klavak sector. Alright, nothing unusual. We already got radar at medium range. I think there's just nothing here. Klavak reports that all is quiet. They look like crystal monsters. Huh. Are they shown in the original series, or is it like only in like one of the next gen era shows where we finally get to like actually see them? I can confirm our arrival. Because I don't know, a crystal monster, well, I guess depending on how they implement it, sounds like a little over budget for classic Trek. I'm detecting a Tholian on intercept course. Conrack is reporting heavy Tholian activity. Yeah, so there is still one there. Got him. Alright. Head for the planet. They were shown, they were corny looking, of course. Conrack confirms our arrival. Huh. They do, but then they did a CGI one in Enterprise. Entering Diogenes sector. I'm detecting a Tholian on intercept course. And it's sort of just given up on all pretenses of, you know, anything other than combat for these last few missions. Re-examine your current orders, sir. I think that message to like scan for freighters, I feel like that was just they accidentally copied and pasted that. You know, this mission feels like, but I don't think there's any freighters to worry about here. Diogenes confirms our arrival. Diogenes reports no problems. Alright, well I think that's it. So alright, mission accomplished. Did we forget something? No. Our mission was a success. Good job. You received a perfect 100. Nothing is more gratifying to a teacher than an excellent student. Simulation is over. You are dismissed. Alright. We gotta be getting close to the end of the game at this point, right? On a real starship, you will not find a single challenge. You will find dozens of challenges happening at once. A good commanding officer does not dismiss minor details, but he does trust his subordinates to get the job done. So you survived the Tholian War. I'll give you an Andorian tea on the house. No way, Jones. I didn't survive the Tholians just to be poisoned by one of your experiments. I can't wait to get a real uniform. I wonder how long it'll take to make lieutenant. Jeff, you're not even an ensign yet. Well, with my ability, it couldn't possibly take that long. I really feel sorry for your commanding officer. The Tholian War is over. Are you ready to be a soldier? To blindly follow orders no matter what the cost? That's not what Starfleet's about, Ken. People seem to be in a positive mood, sir. People always celebrate the end of war. Even an imagined one. Interesting. Yeah. I'm glad that series is over. I hope we don't ever see anything like that when we graduate. Or when we graduate. Well, we're still in one piece. These simulations are tough, but not that tough. There were times when I wasn't sure, sir. So when we get the Kobayashi Maru, I wonder if, like, there's going to be some kind of, like, gimmick where you go to the mess hall early and meet Kirk and hack it or something. There's a crisis on the Tholian border. The Tholians claim they've been attacked by a Federation heavy cruiser. We did not attack them. Go to Kappa and find out what is going on. Do not enter Tholian space without a good reason. There is a cheat to hack the Kobayashi Maru. Were any of our ships in the area? Our entire fleet was accounted for. Would the Tholians be lying? Tholians can be aggressive, but they aren't known as liars. Alright, orders. Find out who is responsible for the attacks on Tholian space. Alright. Kappa, Class M planet near the Federation Tholian border, used as a stopover for independent freighters. Nebula, cloud of dense particles in space that interfere with sensors and visuals. Tholian, crystalline race that inhabits space bordering the Federation. Tensions between the two races is high. Kappa Nebula. I guess we'll go to regular Kappa first. Oh, well, we're being attacked. The yellow alert. Sensors indicate a Federation freighter is under attack by a Tholian vessel. So, you have come out of your nebula to face us. Alright, probably best to be definitive here. No sense being wishy-washy. We are here to prove we didn't attack you. Stop your attack. We will give you 2 days to present proof of your innocence. Do not fail. Alright. Well, I don't know how long it takes to warp somewhere. Alright, nothing unusual. Response. So what about the freighter? Can we, like... go up to this freighter and scan it? Because you don't really get to choose who you hail or, like, what you scan. It's just sort of... you know, usually there's just like one thing per sector, or like maybe if you get close to something, it'll like advance the scripting. I guess the only place to go is the nebula. We are now in the Kappa Nebula. Oh god, we're being attacked. No response. To show nothing unusual, Captain. There's nothing unusual about us getting shot at. What the hell is this? Oh god, we're being... The ship looked like a Constitution class, but debris indicates it was actually a retrofitted Venturi. Sounds like someone wanted to start a war. They won't now. Mission accomplished. Alright, we are like not doing well, but I guess it's fine. Yellow alert. We better like relay our message to the Tholians. I mean, I guess they did say mission accomplished, and I think the Tholians are gone. Response. Maybe I was supposed to just go to the station. Well, that might have been a friendly fire incident. Response. Yeah, that's probably a failing grade. You uncovered the truth about the imposter ship. Well done. You received the perfect 100. Nothing is more gratifying to a teacher than an excellent student. I think I broke the scripting there by going back to Kappa Sector. I don't think I was supposed to see that. Or to the simulator room for your final exam. Well, graduation can't be too far off. Everyone drinking fat burners so they'll look good in uniform. Everyone is drinking fat burners so they'll look good in uniform. Wow, they have Ozempic in Star Trek Future. I guess humanity still hasn't conquered vanity. Give us time. Can't wait to get a real uniform. I wonder how long it'll take to make lieutenant. Jeff, you're not even an ensign yet. Wait a minute, didn't we already saw that one? Nothing harder than fighting in a nebula. You could say that again. I hope you're not expecting me to do the stupid old joke of repeating the line. Joke? You? I think Vulcans have more sense of humor. Thanks for the compliment. Combat is a cascading gaseous nebula in an combat in a cascading gaseous nebula is an interesting tactical challenge. In real combat, quick and easy victories are far more valuable than tactical challenges. I do not believe I said otherwise. I hate simulations where something causes the communications to fail. I mean, yeah, that is pretty lame for the communications officer. I know the feeling. And then there are simulations where someone jams your frequency. That's even more annoying. Like, what are you supposed to do as communications officer in that situation? Like, you're just like, well, I don't get to participate in this one. Well, what's new, sir? With just one simulation from graduation. I guess that's when the real work begins. Alright, so yeah, rest are in class. Alright, here we go. Here's Kirk. He looks exactly the same as the other guy. In this mission, you will deliver supplies to Station F9. That's it? That's it? Just deliver the supplies? Starfleet is not all about combat, cadet. In one log tutorial. Yep. Captain's log. Stardate 8150.3. Starship Enterprise on training mission to Gamma Hydra. Section 14. Coordinates 2287-4. Approaching neutral zone. All systems normal and functioning. Leaving Section 14 for Section 15. Project parabolic force? Yeah, I guess that, yeah, it's hard to read. Sometimes it's hard to read these because of the whole stippling effect. To avoid entering neutral zone. Aye, Captain. Captain, I'm getting something on the distress channels. Okay, well, first let's get our orders. Deliver supplies to Station F9. Guys show nothing unusual, Captain. Kobayashi Maru. Subject vessel is third-class neutronic fuel carrier. Crew of 81,300 passengers. Alright. On speakers. Imperative. This is the Kobayashi Maru. 19 periods out of Altair 6. We have struck a gravitic mine and have lost all power. This is the Starship Enterprise. Your message is breaking up. Can you give us your coordinates? Repeat, this is the Starship Enterprise. Our position is Gamma Hydra Section 10. In the neutral zone? Oh, penetrated. Life support systems failing. Can you assist us, Enterprise? Can you assist us? What are you doing in the neutral zone? Huh. Well, I don't know why it lets you pick all these separately, but afraid you're on your own. Where I'm, we're good little, Starfleet officers. We're gonna do this by the book. Not gonna violate the neutral zone. So, too bad, so sad for you. Reaching the Klingon neutral zone with a Constitution-class starship could be considered an act of war. An interplanetary conflict with the Klingons would result in millions of lost lives, and that's a risk I'm not prepared to take for the lives of so few. I'm very, very sorry. The stippling made it look for a second like sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Very, very sorry. Communications Contact our nearest starbase with details on the Kobayashi Maru. If Starfleet can locate a Klingon representative in time, it might be possible to save the freighter. In the meantime, we have a supply run to make. Wow. You failed. You failed for not even attempting to follow your orders. Perhaps you should consider a career in fast food. What do you mean? I literally followed the orders. What? What was that? That was bullshit. Congratulations, you have finished second in your class and have earned the respect of your instructors and fellow cadets. Your adventures are just beginning. Undoubtedly, you will become a great starship captain. Robin Brady became chief engineer of the USS Argosy and was credited as one of the co-discoverers of Beta Tachyon, for which he won the Daystrom Institute's highest honor. Follow the movie script. Ken Elliott became first officer of the USS Congo, which patrolled the Federation side of the Klingon neutral zone. His actions helped reduce tensions between the Klingon Empire and the Federation. He later retired from Starfleet and became leader of the Orion civilian government. Vanda Magia rose to the rank of lieutenant commander, then transferred to the Federation Diplomatic Corps. Vanda led a Federation diplomatic team that successfully negotiated many treaties. Jeff Colin became captain of the USS Nile, then retired to become an instructor at Starfleet Academy. Instructor Colin was infamous for his emphasis on discipline and lack of tolerance of social excesses. Turek became science officer on the USS Shireen. The ship vanished mysteriously in the Beta Omphales Nebula. Stardate 8912.3. Damn. Bad ending for him. Huh. I mean, I feel like that's kind of bullshit. That, like, he said I didn't even attempt to follow orders. That is totally untrue. Alright. So... May I remind you, Captain, that if a starship enters the zone, I'm aware of my responsibilities, Mr. Well, you know, I could just go to F9. I don't know why it like instantly ended the mission there. But I'm just gonna go to F9. Drop the supplies off. Well, didn't mean to do that. We are now in violation of treaty, Captain. Stand by transporter room, ready to beam survivors aboard. Captain, I've lost their signal. Alert! Sensors indicate 3 Klingon cruisers bearing 316 Mark IV, closing fast. And everything's repaired. Alright, so they got cloaking devices. So I'm just gonna get pounded by them. Yep, there they are. Any suggestions, Admiral? Prayer, mister. Klingons don't take prisoners. Permission to speak candidly, sir. Granted. I don't believe this was a fair test of my command abilities. And why not? Because there was no way to win. A no-win situation is a possibility every commander may face. Has that never occurred to you? No, sir, it has not. Wouldn't you say? As I indicated, Admiral, that thought had not occurred to me. Well, now you have something new to think about. Carry on. Passing is 70. You received a 10. Need I say more? Alright, well, I'm second in my class. I don't know what first would have been. Yeah. Alright, well, I could win the no-win scenario. We believe in you. If somebody knows how to do the cheat code, let me know. But otherwise, let's check out these scenarios. Let's do Balance of Terror. Captain's Log. Stardate 1709.2. Patrolling the outposts guarding the neutral zone between the planet Romulus and the rest of the galaxy. Received emergency call from Outpost 4. The USS Enterprise is moving to investigate and assist. Our mission is to investigate the attacks on the Earth Outposts 2, 3, and 4. No act, no provocation will be considered sufficient reason to violate the neutral zone. You may defend yourselves, but if necessary to avoid interspace war, these outposts and this vessel will be considered expendable. Wait, what? For our orders, whoops. Okay, 2, 3, and 4. That should show nothing unusual, Captain. Alright. Sweeping the area of Outpost 2. Sensor reading. Indefinite. Double checking. Outpost 3. I read dust and debris. Both Earth outposts are gone. The asteroids they were constructed on, pulverized. Is that Spock or Sturek? They can't make up their mind. It's Spock in the dialogue here, but then if you go to the science, then it's Sturek. What's this? We're regaining contact with Outpost 4. Do you read me, Enterprise? This is Commander Hansen. Enterprise here. We're minutes away, Hansen. What's your status? Outposts 2, 3, and 8 are gone, hit by an unknown weapon, completely destroyed, even though we were alerted, and our deflector shield on maximum. Hit by enormous power. The first attack blew our deflector shield. If they hit us again, with our deflector shield gone, do you read me, Enterprise? Confirm what hit you, Hansen. What vessel? Identity? It was a space vessel, only a glimpse of it though. Can you locate the intruder for us? No answer to our challenge, only a glimpse, then it fired something at us. Some form of high energy plasma. Fantastic power. Then the whole vessel disappeared, but it's out there somewhere. Our sensors show that much. Enterprise, something coming at our viewing screen. Coming at us fast, becoming visible. Do you have phaser capacity? We're still out of range. Negative. Phaser's gone. Weapons. Outpost 4 disintegrated, Captain. Have a blip on the motion sensor, Captain. It could be the intruder. His heading is toward coordinates 1322. The exact heading a Romulan vessel would take, Captain, toward the neutral zone and home. Can we get him while he's still on our side of the neutral zone? Affirmative, Captain. He does not seem to be aware of us. Alright. This will show nothing unusual. Alright. Well, that's weird. You allowed a hostile Romulan vessel to escape. Due to your failure, the Federation was plunged into another war with the Romulan Empire. Damn. Okay, well, I don't know why we couldn't find it there. Okay. Just I missed something. Nothing unusual. Are they here with us right now? Are the Romulans in the room with us right now? And oh, it's going towards 1322, but it's not there yet. Is I guess the idea? Yeah, there they are. So you can still see like a dot on the radar. There they are. Yeah, and they're cloaked, but yeah, they're like very dark blue, but you can still sort of see them. Hopefully we can win a slugfest like this. Hey, got him. By your actions, you have saved the Federation from interstellar war. Oh well, that's it, I guess. Alright, let's do the Wrath of Khan. Yeah, that was easy. I have an urgent comm feed from Space Lab Regular 1, sir. Dr. Carol Marcus. Starfleet Academy trading mission. That's it. Alright. Oh, I forgot to check the computer last time. Proposal to the Federation. What exactly is Genesis? Well, put simply, Genesis is life from lifelessness. It is a process whereby molecular structure is reorganized at the subatomic level into life-generating matter of equal mass. Stage 1 of our experiments was conducted in a laboratory. Stage 2 of the series will be attempted in a lifeless underground. Stage 3 will involve the process on a planetary scale. It is our intention to introduce the Genesis device into a pre-selected area of a lifeless space body, a moon or other dead form. The device is delivered, instantaneously causing what we call the Genesis effect. Matter is reorganized with life-generating results. Instead of a dead moon, a living, breathing planet capable of sustaining whatever life forms we see fit to deposit on it. The reformed moon simulated here represents the merest fraction of the Genesis potential. Should the Federation wish to fund these experiments to their logical conclusion. When we consider the cosmic problems of population and food supply, the usefulness of this project becomes clear. This concludes our proposal. Thank you for your attention. Jim, can you read me? I can hear you, Carol. What's wrong? What's the matter? Why are you taking Genesis away from us? Taking Genesis? Who's taking Genesis? Jim, did you give the order? What order? Who's taking Genesis? Please help us, Jim. I will not let them have Genesis without proper authorization. On whose authority can they do this? No one's authority. Uhura, what's happened? Transmission jams at the source, sir. An emergency situation has arisen. By order of Starfleet Command, as of now, 1800 hours, I'm assuming command of this vessel. Duty officer, so note in the ship's log. I know that none of you were expecting this. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask you to grow up a little bit sooner than you'd expected. It's no use. There's no response from Regular 1. But no longer jammed. No, sir. No, nothing. Guess we go to Regula. We've been intercepted on the way to our way to Regula. I can't do a Scottish accent. Sensors indicate a ship closing fast. Try the emergency channels. Sure. May I quote General Order 12 on the approach of any vessel when communications have not been has not been established? Lieutenant, the Admiral is well aware of the regulations. Aye, sir. I'm getting a voice message. They say their chamber's coil is overloading their comm system. Right? Their shields are going up. They're locking phasers. Alright, here we go. Admiral, the commander of Reliant is signaling. He wishes to discuss terms of our surrender. Put it on speakers. Do it! While we still have time. On. You still remember, Admiral. I cannot help but be touched. I, of course, remember you. What is the meaning of this attack? Where is the crew of the Reliant? Surely I have made my meaning plain. I mean to avenge myself of you, Admiral. I deprived your ship of power, and when I swing around, I mean to deprive you of your life. But I wanted you to know first who it was who had beaten you. Khan, if it's me you want, I'll have myself beamed aboard. Spare my crew. I make you a counter-proposal. I'll agree to your terms if, in addition to yourself, you hand over to me all data and material regarding the project called Genesis. Genesis? What's that? Well, Spock, pull up Reliance prefix codes. Order her to drop her shields. Reliance prefix code is 16309. Now, Mr. Spock. They're running away. Did they escape? Well, I got long-range radar. Fuck. Scanning. Their coil emissions are normal. But a little out of date there. Where'd they go? Guess we'll go to regular one. Oh, you bloodsucker. You're going to have to do your own dirty work now. Do you hear me? Do you? Kirk, you're still alive, my old friend. Still, old friend, you've managed to kill just about everyone else. But like a poor marksman, you keep missing the target. Perhaps I no longer need to try, Admiral. Khan, you've got Genesis, but you don't have me. If you're going to kill me, Khan, you have to come down here. I've done far worse than kill you. I've hurt you, and I wish to go on hurting you. I shall leave you as you left me, as you left her, marooned for all eternity, in the center of a dead planet, buried alive. You can still run us. You can still outrun us and outgun us. There is the Mutara Nebula 153 Mark IV. Trouble with Nebula, sir, is all that static discharge and gas clouds are technical display. Visual function and shields will be useless. Sauce for the goose, Mrs. Savick. The odds will be even. Whoops. Alright. That to show nothing unusual. Ura, patch me in. Aye, sir. You're on, Admiral. This is Admiral Kirk. We tried it once your way, Khan. Are you game for a rematch? Khan, I'm laughing at the superior intellect. Oh, there they are. Registering an energy source on the Reliant. Mains back online. What? What just happened? Huh? Did I run out of time? What was that? No, I don't even. It popped up a message there, but I couldn't catch it, whatever it was. Gotta warp immediately, just like the movie. Remember that part. Where should I warp? Just anywhere else? Shields are going up? Yeah, alright. Oh, the Genesis device, I see. Okay, yeah, and they warp out. No, they killed me here. You allowed Khan to escape with the Genesis torpedo. It will be difficult, if not impossible, to stop him now. I was kind of skipping past the dialogue, so I don't remember what I screwed up there. I don't remember actually fighting him there. I guess we were supposed to warp to the nebula, right? Huh. Alright. Let's, third time's the charm. Everything get repaired. Shields are still down. Alright, so let's warp away. Maybe I did it too soon, I don't know. I guess our shields are just permanently down. Oh, now our shields are up. Guess I'll fly until I get some kind of response. Registering an energy source on the Reliant. Main's back online. Okay, there we go. And now we leave. You escaped the Genesis blast. Thanks, computer. Once again, you have saved civilization. Alright, nice. Let's do the undiscovered country. Report to Starbase to be decommissioned. Alright. Status report. Contact Excelsior. She'll have coordinates. This showed nothing unusual, Captain. Onos, the Klingon homeworld. Burapent. Klingon penal colony. I don't remember the undiscovered country all that well. I've already got him, sir. Standing by, Captain Kirk. Sulu, you realize that even by talking to us, you're violating regulations? I'm sorry, Captain. Your message is breaking up. Bless you, Sulu. Where is the peace conference? They're going to attempt another assassination. Conference is at Camp Kitomer, near the Romulan border. I'm setting the exact coordinates on a coded frequency. I'm afraid we're going to need more than that. There's a bird of prey on the lookout for us, and she can fire while cloaked. Surely not. I'm getting underway now, but we're in Alpha Quadrant. The chances of us reaching the conference in time are slim. When does this conference start? According to my information, today. Thank you, Captain Sulu. Don't mention it, Captain Kirk. All right. So we do get like different ships in these simulations, which is neat. She's out here somewhere. If she's cloaked, then all we have is a neutron radiation surge, and by the time we're close enough to record it, we're ashes. There they are. I can see you, Kirk. Chang! Can you see me? Oh, now to be honest, Captain, warrior to warrior, you do prefer it this way, don't you? As it was meant to be. No peace in our time. Once more unto the breach, dear friends. Yeah, you can like sort of see them on your radar. Tickle us, do we not laugh? Prick us, do we not bleed? Wrong us, shall we not revenge? Ah, the game's afoot, huh? Our revels are ended, Kirk. Cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war. I am constant as the northern star. Can I, like, scan them? No. Uhura? Nothing, Captain. She's here, she's rigged for a silent running. Yeah, but it doesn't give you like the arrow showing, you know, whether they're above or below you, which is pretty rough. And of course, they're just constantly cloaked. Yeah, we're getting wrecked here. There they are. Oh wait, no. That's an ally. We've lost everything. Yep, dead. You got us, sir. Oh wait, never mind. Our ally got them without us landing a single shot. Or wait, no, never mind. I thought it said like Chang was destroyed, but no, Chang destroyed the peace efforts between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. You were the last best hope for peace. Nope, we lost. Let's try that again. Whoops. Kang has already disrupted the peace conference. Okay. I don't know if we need to talk to Sulu. Hopefully we don't. So we don't have to skip through all this every time we attempt to fight. I assume that's like Sulu, I guess. But they're somewhere. There they are. Man, not being able to see if they're like above or below you is like, it makes this insanely hard. Here we go. Shit, where'd they go? You should re-examine your current orders, sir. Get them? No. They're still out there. To be or not to be. You saved the peace conference. Your success helped to preserve the Klingon culture. They are forever in your debt. Well, I don't know how I managed it, but I managed to finish the last thing in this game pretty much at 8 p.m. on the dot. So that is pretty much perfect. So we're going to have to decide what the next game is, but, you know, Descent Free Space is going to be an option, so we know what the next game is going to be. But we still got to go through the motions. I guess I'll go do, read whatever the computer has to say in Balance of Terror. Earth outposts. Constructed on asteroids, they monitor the neutral zone. Neutral zone. Treaty sent by subspace radio after the Earth-Romulan conflict of over a century ago established this neutral zone, entry of which by either side would constitute an act of war. The treaty has been unbroken since that time. Yeah. Romulan. The Earth-Romulan War was fought, by our standards today, with primitive atomic weapons and in primitive space vessels, which allowed no quarter, no captives. Nor was there even ship-to-ship communications, therefore no human, Romulan, or ally has ever seen the other. Earth believes the Romulans to be warlike, cruel, treacherous, and only the Romulans know what they think of Earth. The Romulus and Remus, the Romulan homeworlds. Cloaking device. Invisibility is theoretically possible, the selective bending of light, but the power cost is enormous. The Romulans may have solved that problem. Alright. X-Wing expansions in poll. Yeah, I guess those will be in the poll. Anything that like got some votes last time will be there. at the very least. Yeah. And tomorrow I will probably play X Beyond the Frontier. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Unless I find out some reason why it's not gonna work. But it'll probably be that, and then Elite. Yeah, thanks for watching. This game, you know, I think I said it a few times while playing it. It's like, I like that it tries to do more than just combat. You know, but, you know, everything other than the combat is, like, really shallow. So it ends up just being kind of like, you just have to know the mission script, basically. Or, like, I mean, sometimes you can just sort of get by on, like, what's the most Star Trek answer to this question? Which I suppose is something, I guess, but it's not that interesting. But, you know, it's okay. I applaud the attempt, and, like, I don't know, I had a decent time. It's not I wouldn't call it a great game, but it's alright. What emulator am I using? I'm using BizHawk with the Pico Drive core. I would be using RetroArch because it has a CRT shader, which is like, I tried a bunch of them. The only one that actually made the stippling look right was it's one called Consumer NTSC something. But unfortunately, the only RetroArch core that can play 32X games, which is also Pico Drive, weirdly, does not emulate this game correctly, and there's like weird holes in the text boxes. So I would just continue like with this. But yeah, I mean, that shader looked really nice. I feel like the stippling effect actually worked, you know, as translucency, so it looked cool. So that's kind of a shame. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Good night.